May 9th. I can't believe I'm alive today. I didn't think I would be. The locals in this town let me know. Right when I got back to the airport, as the plane was landing, they hacked my phone. And they just said, they played that song, Sweet Chariot, Coming to Carry Me Away. And they brought up a picture of the back car on my dad's parents' street, a neighbor. And they just said, "We're going to kill you here." And this thing has attacked me, and they've sent it to attack me. It makes the lights flicker on and off. And last night, this local vampire I call Satan, who's got some high position in this town. Sometimes he calls himself the trophy hunter, and they come on my property and they stalk me to try to wear me down. I felt like my rotary cuff was torn, like Bob's was torn, and I felt like he tore my rotary cuff. And then he was just, of course, blind to me. And he was attacking my heart. Before I went to sleep, they said they were going to wipe my heart out. I couldn't breathe. And it went on for hours trying to get air. And his neighbor said, 3 days before the last election, if you don't leave your property, I'm going to wipe out your lungs. And they said, Tyler Bretz is going to give you a pulmonary embolism, and Justin's going to try to steal your property. And I still stayed here because I felt there were angels here, and I felt that this was a dream of mine that me and my husband built together. And we spent years building this home. We didn't just come here and have it built the first year. It took us like 20 years, 25 years to finally complete it. We did a little at a time. And for this group to be so evil, it was just spiritually destructive to me. And then I get messages supposed to be John Saw and Alex Asico and Sarah Dyer and people. I've never spoke to Alex Asico. His wife would always call and say, "Can Justin come to play?" And she'd always like turn up at the pool if I took the kids there, or even come to our family vacation. And we took the kids once to Fort Myers, and she appeared there to meet Bob's ex with her. And this went on around me. It was like the snake was coiling itself around me. I had no awareness. And then my parents were tortured and murdered in this town. I had no awareness there was Satanism here. I had no awareness when I bought this home that it was on a street where there was a place they called a devil-worshipping church where they all met that burned to the ground. I had no people were making sacrifices on innocent people. I had no awareness. But last night, they was trying to kill me, and it almost succeeded with not letting me breathe. I'm dropping my oxygen so low, and it is making it harder to walk, and it is wiping out my brain, making noises in my brain. The Star Wars group is opening, I guess, portals. They say my land is a stargate over my land. You've seen the entities. It's damned and determined to just devour my soul. It is really determined. And so it said it killed the ones I love. Is some way to try to wear me down or cause them suffering because they're angels. I don't know. But I just know, I know who I am. And even if I didn't know who I am, my soul knows where to go. And when that thing was outside last night, and they were like, there was like, I swear, when I got back from out of town, the day I arrived, Bob even said, he opened the window, he said, "We're surrounded by frogs." It's like a whole colony of frogs making noise all night long. And I've lived here, and I've always heard them in the bog and the pond, but never surrounding the house. And there are all kinds of creatures here. But there's this one diabolical devil, or some kind of evil person that's acquired some kind of supernatural power. If you photograph it, sometimes it looks like Andy Cohen on my car. They put a DVD out before in a double box set with a movie they did based on how they were attacking me. That movie was called Untraceable. They made me Diane Lane's character being attacked by them, putting hidden cameras out to watch her in her home, making her car shut down, electrical car. They did all those things to me. And now they're saying it's also Clooney, A Dark Knight, and it's linked up to the White House, that whole group that got in when Obama was there. And even all this stuff also started happening to me when Bush was in office because Alex Asico was Jenna Bush's bodyguard. I don't know why their interest is, but I only know I deserve personal freedom as a human being, and my soul should have been able to go wherever my soul desired to go. And the only thing from my youth, aside from family and writing, which I enjoyed, and trying to promote my favorite artist, Frankie Valli, that's who I am. That's who I'll always be. There's certain things that are a part of what my soul gravitates to. My family, Frankie Valli, my animals that I love. And once this nightmare Joker entered my world, this beast, some people say it's Jack Canfield because Jack came up at the first conference and went and put his hand on mine and feel my energy. They say he's a part of it. And Disney's put me in some, they call energy prison. But all I know is I love those who represent my soul, who represent my comfort zone, who represent my peace. And I have not had a moment's peace since I ever met Bob's ex or this Dark Knight stalker that appeared my first month in Cyberworld, or the horror writer, or any of those people linked to film or publishing. I have not had any peace. And I am dying spiritually and mentally and physically because of that.